Just going to give it a moment to let everyone come in from the waiting room. If you can just mute yourself as you come in. Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a hearing before the Boston Cannabis Board. Today is November 17th, 2021. Today's hearing is being conducted pursuant to certain temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. This hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. My name is Jasmine Nguyen, and I am the Boston Cannabis Board Manager. Before I review some procedural matters, I will introduce the Boston Cannabis Board Commissioners that we have present with us today. We have Commissioner Alejandra Sengine, Commissioner Lisa Holmes, and Commissioner John Smith. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional public testimony accepted. I will read each item into the record. After, I will ask for comments from the commissioners, and I will then ask for a motion, any questions on the motions, and then there will be a vote. Each commissioner has the ability to do the following: grant with conditions, defer, reject without prejudice, which means that the applicant can return anytime with an application at the same location, or reject with prejudice, which means the applicant cannot reapply at this location for 1 year. Because we only had 3 commissioners present at our last week's hearing, applicants were given the option to either go forward with their presentation or ask for a deferral to next month's Boston Cannabis Board hearing, which will take place December 8th, 2021 at 1 p.m. The applicants who chose to go forward will need all 3 commissioners to vote in favor of their proposal in order to move forward. Again, items 1, Zip Run Inc., item 3, Natural Oasis LLC, and item 5, Green Stratus Corp. have all asked to be moved to the December agenda. With that being said, we will move forward with the first matter. The applicant is Build a Life Legacy LLC. The proposed license premise is 1187 Blue Hill Avenue in Mattapan. The license type is a recreational cannabis dispensary license, and the proposed hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is an equity applicant, and there is a buffer zone conflict. We will start with comments from the commissioner. Commissioner Sengine, do you have any comments about the proposal?
Well, as I mentioned at the last meeting, at the last hearing, I thought that this was a really strong proposal. There are many elements of it that I really liked, including the full-time DEI officer, people from the community, in the community, and I think it'll be, I just love their setup. I think it'll be a great addition. So I don't have any objections, and I would vote to move it forward.
Commissioner Lisa Holmes?
I echo my fellow commissioners' sentiments about their proposal. Very, very, very strong proposal. I was highly impressed, and what especially impressed me was something I didn't even know, was when they included the revisions to the Blue Hill Ave corridor to show the proposed traffic plans and how, even though there's going to be multiple, or there are applications for multiple dispensaries in that general vicinity, that because of the new traffic plan, that one on the north side of Blue Hill Ave won't affect the traffic plans of a dispensary on the right, on the south side, because there's no entrance or exits from either side of Blue Hill Ave. I just thought that was above and beyond. Usually we ask people for traffic flow and plans, and he had this all ready for us. So, I mean, I was completely impressed by that, to show that, I think that kind of helped his buffer zone argument too, to show that the fact that there is another dispensary close by, but the fact that it's on the opposite side of the street wouldn't have a direct influence on the neighborhood or the community. So again, I just thought they had a really, really strong proposal, and the comment. The only other thing was the wording and security, which was just something very minute that they can change. And but other than that, no other comments. They were great.
Commissioner John Smith?
Thank you. Yes, echoing my fellow commissioners, I am in support of moving this forward. Thank you.
Okay. So is there a motion on the proposal? If anyone wants to start the motion, since the chair isn't here.
I make a motion that we, move this for, I don't even know how she makes it. Why do you make it? I make a motion that we move this application forward.
Okay, to grant the proposal, is there a
Okay.
second?
Second.
Okay, and none opposed. So this application is granted conditionally pending the licensee obtaining a buffer zone variance from the ZBA.
Yeah.
Next, we have Cloud Farming LLC. The proposed license premise is 50 Condor Street, East Boston. This is a co-located location for a cultivation and product manufacturing license. The proposed hours of operations are Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And this is a non-equity applicant. Commissioner Sengine, do you have any comments about the proposal?
Just, I thought that this, again, this was another proposal that had a lot of support. I thought it was really interesting. It's the first time something like this has come before us. And it's great to see urban farming happening, and the more that we can increase that, the better. It's extremely ambitious and when they're at full capacity. So just caution that as they grow to, maintain their commitment to diversity and to full-time employment as much as possible, because I can see it as a real, can be seen as a pipeline and a kind of a trainer for a lot of people, and especially in the East Boston community. So I thought it was great, and we'll make the motion, but I support them moving forward.
Commissioner Lisa Holmes.
Again, I agree with my fellow commissioner. I think this is a really good initiative, something that's new. Like I said, it's the first one that we've had to look at, and it's exciting that urban farming can branch off into the legal cannabis business. So other than them not being too, I'm trying to think of the word, just kind of up their security and not being so believing that nobody would ever break in. Other than that, I guess that's the law enforcement side of me that always thinks that way. But other than that, I think it's an exciting new endeavor for the city, and I'm really interested in seeing how far this goes.
Commissioner John Smith.
Thank you. They're different and ambitious, and so I would vote to move them forward. Thank you.
Okay. Is there a motion on the proposal?
I motion to grant the license.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? And
Aye.
none opposed. So this is also granted conditionally pending the buffer zone variance from the ZBA.
Yeah.
All right. Those are all the matters before the board today. Our next transactional hearing will take place on December 8th, 2021 at 1 p.m. Thank you all for joining us.